Impenetrable shield, prayer, repentance. Write the sentence, write my sentence. Favor me with grace, simply splendid. So suspended, no offenses. Favor me with grace. Impenetrable shield, prayer, repentance. Write the sentence, write my senses. Favor me with grace, simply splendid. So suspended, no offenses. Shoot forth love, show me patience, show me peace. Favor me with grace. Impenetrable shield, prayer, repentance. Write the sentence, write my senses. Favor me with grace, simply splendid. Impenetrable shield, prayer, repentance. Write the sentence, write my sentence. Favor me with grace. Shoot for love. Show me patience. No offenses, so offensive, so suspended. Favor me with grace. Yeah.
So sporadic, cloth talk tandem tactics. You know? What? Okay. We growing in grace, running a race, move at your pace. We just paint the scene so serene. Rose from concrete, rise through anything. Faith supplying through any needs. Desire to live the greatest dream. You give me peace like poetry. Piece of my. You give me peace like poetry. Here's a piece of my. You give me peace like poetry. Here's a piece of my. You give me peace like. You give me, yeah. You give me peace like poetry. Here goes a piece of my poetry. Streaming my thoughts can flow with me. Painting divine artistry. Keeping my heartbeat like artery. Designing this fashion a part of me. Cut from different fabrics. Influential habits. Intuition added, at the top like added. High off life, no added. I'm chillin' but never lacking. They moving so sporadic. Off talk tandem tactics. Yeah, you give me peace like poetry. You give me peace like poetry. There goes a piece of my poetry. Streaming my thoughts can flow again. Painting divine like artistry. What? Okay.
Young Nab, baby.
How did you do that?
Yeah. You know?
What?
Okay. Got blessings on blessings.
empowered to progress. They say that life is a game, more so I think it's a test. Just doing my best, wanna Sabbath I rest. Sharing my testimony, and I flex. Got blessings on blessings, progression to success. The most I keep me humble, foundations written in the text. Gotta keep your head up high so that you can see what is next. Strive to be aligned, we breaking the yokes on our necks. Got blessings on blessings, I'm boasting, I'm flexing. The proof is in the word, the truth steadily progressing. Be here for a reason, to study the lesson. You grow in your season, with love and affection. Got blessings on blessings, most high in my flex. I walk through the narrow, shit from the arrows. Got faith in the families, so I won't let go. Divine intervention, sublime intuition, assignment, ascension. Yeah. Okay. Got blessings on what? Got blessings on blessings. Got blessings on blessings. Got blessings on blessings. Yeah. Got blessings on blessings. 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 Empowered to progress. They say that life is a game, more so I think it's a test. Just doing my best. On the Sabbath I rest. Sharing my testimony. Yeah, I flex. Got blessings on blessings. Progression to success. The most I keep me humble. Foundations written in the text. Gotta keep your head up high so that you can see what is next. Strive to be aligned. We breaking the yokes on our necks. Got blessings on blessings. I'm boasting, I'm flexing. Proof is in the word, the truth. We steadily progressing. Be here for a reason. To study the lesson. You grow in your season. With love and affection. Got blessings on blessings. Most I in my flex. I walk through the narrow, shit in from the arrows. Got faith in the fabric, this piece I won't let go. Divine intervention, sublime intuition, assignment, ascension. Yeah. Okay. Got blessings on blessings. 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 God blessings on blessings.
My mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright. Blue tint sit in my shades to keep the sun out my face. Cut the lights back to the fade, fasted for 5 days. Water healing my soul, y'all healing my mind. Praying in a secret place, total isolation. Deleted Instagram and Facebook out my phone to avoid temptation. Focus on something greater than myself. At 20 years old, I had my first ego death. Life is precious, important lessons I've learned made me appreciate. Every day I flows through my lungs, never taking it for granted. I just take accountability for all my actions. No need for excuses, they useless like bad relationships. I'm building from the foundation, creating the blueprints. Time never waits on man, tomorrow not promise. Invest in myself until I'm able to sell stocks and shares. No limitation on how far greatness can go. Y'all provided the vision, now my pen leak gold. Discipline is principle, change the way that I eat. Work out at least 4 days a week. Studying and show myself approved through scripture I read. Still praise his name, I'm not in his sanctuary. No disrespect, I speak from the purest intent. Still remember the day I was baptized in my sins. Now I'm able to proclaim that I'm alive again. If I didn't get my mind right, I'd probably be dead or in jail. Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right, it's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art, that's why I shine bright.
I'm counting all of my blessings, thanking y'all for the lesson. Come in peace, ain't no stressing. In the spirit they wrestling, all of the trials be testing. I'm subscribed to the best end. I keep rising like Levin. My father from heaven, shining bright, ain't no question. On the journey we question, great salvation requesting. Carved in stone we etched in. I be flexing, we gon' grind and we shine. The pressure turns to diamond. Yeah, mix and matching my own designer. You see there ain't nothing flyer. Creating art that inspire. There is no
mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Had to get my mind right. It's not about the limelight. Did it for the love of the art. That's why I shine bright. Little chase sit in my shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Gadol Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High. Yeah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. We back with another one. Shalom, shalom. Peace to everybody out there, man. Y'all already know, on this side of YouTube, on this channel, we create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. And as y'all can see, the title of this video, The Great Distraction. What really has our attention? What really has our focus? What time? You know, I just wanted to open up the line of communication, use my channel to have this conversation and just really get an overall understanding of what it means, especially in this world where there are many modes and many different medias of what we give our attention to. It's hard to really stay focused on one main goal. It's hard to really have a purpose out here because you can get easily distracted. And I just wanted to bring a light to that. What is it really that we're focusing on? Are they just a bunch of distractions around here? And it takes us off the main course, the main goal. So let me relate it to playing a video game, right? This day and age, you know, with the graphics, everything, even with the storylines being more involved, you can really get distracted from finishing, let's say, the
the main purpose of the video game, which is to get through the main storyline, because you can see something going on in the game where it's like, oh snap, I want to go check that out, or there's side quest. And just kind of giving a relation like that to life. Do we ever finish the completion or the purpose of why we even start what it is that we do or love to do, or go out here and it is ordained from the Most High to complete, due to there being distractions, side quests, or people putting things in front of our face to side rail us from our main missions? And this really is a multifaceted conversation, because once we think about what's distracting us, we got to think about, what are we here to do? Many people are not able to even answer that. What is it that we're actually purposed to do here? So how can you say someone's distracted if they don't have a purpose, if they don't have a goal to focus on? That's my thing right there, where I want to be able to have a conversation with people who do have a purpose, who have a goal, who have something, and they see certain steps that they must complete first to reach that task in totality. How many of us are moving up the ladder and not looking left and looking right, but just straight ahead towards reaching those different heights? So y'all already know what I love to do over here. Please do not get distracted by the fro, man. I already know I'm over here looking a real big grizzly, but hey, it's all good. I'm gonna get the message across. Do not let the appearance distract y'all. But anywho, man, it's really different out here, especially when you have individuals who, like when I was correlating into the video game aspect, there are people who necessarily don't know that they're being a distraction to you on your main mission, on your main course, because that's, they don't have any other purpose or goal other than to distract you, because you're player one. You're the main character, you're the main focus point. You are trying to get through the storyline to be able to share your experience, to be able to gain knowledge and a lesson to help out the next, right? In that video game that we're speaking of, hypothetically, there are bots around. There are other people who may be playing the game with you and may not be also going through the main course of the game. They just want to do the side missions. If you get what I'm saying. Not everybody wants to do the main mission of the game. So it's like, when you are playing co-op, or if you are experiencing distractions within the game because it's not related to the main purpose of getting through the main storyline, you have to really observe who's distracting you. What is their purpose? What is their goal? If they're not heading towards where you're headed, it can ultimately derail your attention from getting through that game, getting through that storyline. What is the storyline of your life? What is the focus point on what you want to be able to share with the world? How will you use your platform, your experiences to uplift the next? If that is your purpose, if that is your goal, what is it that you're implementing in your everyday life to stay on task with that? There are many distractions, and I just want to point out a couple just to be able to get some type of correlation on making sure that these distractions don't impede you from your goal, as far as even having social media. Like, and here's the thing too. depending on how you use social media, it can be a distraction. So this is a two-way edged sword right here, where you can be distracted from actually getting work done because you're scrolling on social media, versus you can use social media to gain some knowledge in the craft that you want to partake in. So once again, it's like, how are you using social media, or is it really a tool, or is it something that's distracting you from your main purpose? For people like me, we like to use social media to get out our message. So when we use these platforms, YouTube, i.e., Instagram, I really don't say that I get on social media and scroll. I'm looking towards content that uplifts me, that gives unto me the passion to keep going in whatever endeavors that the Most High has put in front of me for that day. So it's like, I use that to fuel me. I use that to make sure that I'm fulfilling my purpose. So you can't really call that a distraction if it's helping you fulfill your purpose. And maybe we should rewind it back a little bit, because in order for us to really understand this conversation in full detail, we must get the concept of what a distraction even is. So just doing some research, man, y'all already know I don't like to speak about words without having a greater understanding of what we even talking about. But a distraction is a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. Some synonyms can be an interference, diversion, a disturbance. What's disturbing you from not fulfilling your purpose? What's interfering with your daily goings that you cannot create that craft, that you cannot spread that message, that you cannot live in your ordained setting of life? When we really look at it, we're surrounded by millions of distractions. My goal is, with this conversation today, is to come up with solutions to maintain focus, to maintain our attention, to make sure that our eyes are geared towards whatever it is that we want to grow. Let's take this in mind as well, family. Whatever we give attention to, whatever we show our focus towards, ironically, that begins to grow. So to say that we're being distracted, we're taking our attention, we're taking our light, we're taking our focus away from whatever it is that we want to get done and putting it towards something else. Do you think that our purpose is going to grow when these distractions are around and we're not focused? Or we're focused on those distractions instead of what it is that the Most High has put in our heart to be able to grow up out of us? We should be able to have these conversations as men and women, even with children, to say, what is it that you want to do in life? Make sure that you limit your distractions. Make sure that you have a full retrospect of what it is that you want to grow in your life, and keep your attention stayed on that. Because even with outside interferences, there's also inside interferences. There's also mental thoughts that come to your head that say, hey, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't do this. Oh, it's too much on my plate. These are also distracting. These are also interferences, because they ultimately, your own thoughts can get you not to pay attention to your goal in life. If you really want to go there in full detail, you can be your own distraction. We living in a time right now where there are millions of distractions, and the biggest one can be your own thoughts. To be able to guard your mind, to be able to guard your spirit, to be able to guard what you speak into this life. That's a very powerful attribute to have. So, family, what is it that is distracting us from our purpose? What is interfering? What is disturbing? What is creating this disconnect from us actually fulfilling something and giving us gratitude, love, and peace, joy? Why does it seem like we're distracted by all the, how can I say, this is a family channel. I'm trying to use my words wisely here. uh, all the negative nuances of life. Why does it seem like those get more of our attention? How is it that positive interactions are not our focus point? If we want to have a positive environment, wouldn't you think that we will focus on positivity within our environment instead of being distracted by all the negative outcomes and all the negative posts and all the negative content that's being produced? When I think about distractions, I think about something pulling me away, dragging me away from the task or purpose at hand. And I don't know about y'all, but it really gets frustrating when I know as a man I have to get something done, right? And there's a time frame that I have to get something done. Let's say make a t-shirt. My task is to make a shirt. If something is trying to pull me away from that task, and I know that I have to complete that task, there's going to be a disturbance. There's going to be some type of agitation on my end because I'm just like, I it's so much that you can guard as far as your mental, but on the outside skirts, when you know that, hey, the Most High is working for us, but in retrospect, in the counterpart, hey, we definitely got to fight out here to stay focused. So I say that to be able to bring into retrospect when we do have a task, when we do have a purpose, there are going to be distractions that come up to try to derail us from completing that task. How many of us have the mental fortitude to actually come up with solutions to stay on task? How many of us have the mental aptitude to say, you know what? This is here to test the strength of my attention. We're living in a world right now where people do not have a sense of, let me just say it, people do not have an attention span. Their attention span is, what do they call them? Reels, Instagram reels, Instagram shorts. So people are out here with squirrel attention spans where distractions are millions of inputs and stimulus around us where you can't even, hey, you already taking it out of my mouth, man. Critical thinking. You can't even analyze a thought because you haven't even formed the attention to even bring about some focus on that idea for you to even communicate on because you're too distracted. You can't even have a conversation with anybody about a simple idea right now because they're so distracted within their own mind and don't even take in consideration what's going on in the world right now. Focus on a person in their own mind, how those distractions of thoughts come in and you can't even focus and think critically. That's powerful. When you have a world full of people who quote unquote have degrees of higher knowledge and uh, just technology through the roof, where technically we don't even have to do any thinking. We just have these robots doing thinking for us. So now we are in a space where we don't even have to analyze what's going on. We don't even have to focus on anything that's going on around us, because we can just pick up a phone and say, "Hey Siri."
Hmm.
I wasn't talking to you, Siri. I was just. You see what I mean?
I
She
don't know
tried.
what you mean by,
I,
hey
she
Siri, I wasn't talking, is it?
she trying to distract me right now. She trying to interfere with the message right now. But y'all get what I'm saying, though. To be able to think critically, you have to focus your attention on a subject matter, and then be able to bring out content as far as your own material to speak on something that relates to the subject matter. How many people can actually have a conversation for an hour, speaking and being able to have the attention of someone and not be able to be sidetracked? Like, oh my God, there's something over there that keeps on buzzing. There's something over here, oh, my phone. Oh, look, look, we just traded prisoners. Like, we are so distracted in society that it decreases our critical thought, because we just can't focus on anything. Do you know how detrimental that is? Do you know how dangerous that is? As a human being, and let me scratch that off. As a child of the most, let me correct myself. As a child of the Most High, staying focused on that thought of saying, you know what? I came from greatness, so I must amplify greatness. I must be an example of what it means to be great. Now, family, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at the same time, I know that there's a task, there's a purpose that I must be able to complete in this world. To know that there are many distractions around. How do we stay focused in this world where there are many thoughts that enter our mind to be able to interfere with the task that is to be completed? And the task is different for everyone else. Not everyone has the same goals in mind. I get that. But at the same time, you must be able to critically think for yourself, to be able to say, hey, I have a goal in life. I know that I have a passion. I know that I have a vision. I want to be able to complete this, to be able to bring this idea into fruition, to be able to give all glory, all honor, all praises to the Most High for giving me the ability to be able to create this. And in return, once you created whatever it is that the Most High has purposed you to do, it gives glory to the body. It gives honor to the Most High, because then people can see the Most High working through you, as you are a vessel used to complete this task. But if you have a bunch of people that are out here distracted, not able to complete their calls, then it's like, hold on. A bunch of a bunch of people who are reprobated, a bunch of people who can't even figure out their left from right. But I get it, man. We living in a society that just wants things quick, here and there, here and there. From left to right, from left to right. No one knows how to that steady path, to stay focused, their attention, to grow whatever it is that the Most High has put on their mind and their spirit. Big facts. Truth Riser said, I believe waking up early in the morning keeps focus and drive, and you accomplish way more while most people are still asleep, figuratively and literally. 100. Hey, that's 100 right there. When you are able to wake up early and start your day, And when you are able to identify whatever task that you need to and get yourself in a mental state, knowing that the world isn't perfect, there are going to be interferences. Man, I'm in a place right now where oh my goodness. All praises to the most high though. I'm in a place. You feel me? But as I get up in the morning, as I get up in the AM, you know, I'm on my way to complete my task, which is to help kids every day. And I encounter interferences. I encounter some disturbances. I got like 2 trains that literally I feel like every time I get up and try to head off to go to my clients, these trains be coming. But you know what? I stay focused on the task. And in my mind, I stay positive, knowing that these trains will pass, knowing that these disturbances, they're not gonna stay here. But I also plan ahead for these disturbances. I plan ahead for these interferences. I already know trains are prevalent. And I'm kind of making a metaphor here if y'all connecting the dots. Know that distractions are around us every day we wake up. But to say that you start your day early to be able to have that mental space where you're prayed up, you're moving in a positive mindset, where thoughts may enter your mind and say, hey, you can't get this done, you know. But then again, you've been waking up every day and you have been getting it done. You've been putting in the measures for yourself to complete a task. So you know what it takes to get and stay focused on a task. How many people really have a goal in mind, and no matter what, they're going to complete that task every day? Even with somebody trying to distract them, they're still going to wake up and complete that task. Even when somebody's trying to annoy them, even when somebody's trying to take them out the way, they're still going to implement the necessary steps to get through whatever it is that they need to mentally to stay focused on their task. We are living in a world right now where distraction is at an all-time high. Once again, we went over what it means, a distraction. Something that prevents someone from giving their full attention to something else. Do you know that your attention is actually currency? Take in consideration with what I'm saying. Your attention is currency. Whatever you pay attention to, you get it? It's going to grow. Whatever you invest your attention into, your focus, is going to grow. As I look at the top news today in the world, I laugh because I'm like, is this what we're paying attention to? Is this what we're giving our full attention to? Is this what people are really bringing out cameras and taking pictures and using their energy to write reports up on? Is like when you watch the news, you really have to be able to watch it in a spirit, wisdom, and really discerning aspect, because it's like they really try to distract you from giving your full attention to your purpose and your goal. Personally, everyone's goal is different. So it's like at the same time, we have to acknowledge what our goals are. But we also have to remember there are going to be distractions out here that are going to try to drag us away from our tasks, from our purpose. And if we are children of the Most High, then our purpose is to be the light. Our purpose is to bring joy. peace, love. Anything that's interfering with that, anything that's disturbing that is a distraction. What does the news do? What does the news bring your attention to? Let me just say, let me propose a question. Is the news in support of the Most High? Is it something that helps us stay on our task, stay on our purpose as children of the Most High? Or is it something that's distracting us? I don't know about y'all, but I haven't watched it. I literally do not watch the news. And not on some, "Oh, I don't need to know what's going on." I just feel like it's a complete distraction to what I have going on personally. Like, it will literally drag me away from a task that I'm doing at hand, and it will drag me in the mindset of bringing forth positivity out here in the world, because all they do on the news is broadcast any and everything that. What does it do? Does it influence you to be great? So my questions is for this conversation at hand: what do we concentrate on? What is our focus? What do we give attention to? What subject are we actually help grow? What's the task at hand? I know those was a lot of questions in one, but if somebody in the chat want to go ahead and chime in, man, I appreciate y'all for being, live with me today. I know it's kind of late, man. So everybody in the chat, I've been flowing. My bad, y'all. I ain't shot y'all out. I see Brother Jamonte in here. Shalom, shalom. Truth rises. Johnson, yeah. What it do? What it do? Dion Grace. Shalom, man. Shalom. Yes, Truth Rises said, I work at 4 a.m. Coworkers start off with gangster rap of hate and drill music. It's so toxic. I just stand there stoic praying, even if it's a song I like. Man. And then that goes into the aspect of you preparing for your day. Like, I get it, man. The music out here is something where I guess the beat, the words that people be saying, it's captivating, but it's like at the same time we're giving our attention to that, focusing our minds on those words. We're literally bringing in fruition whatever this artist is displaying, because now that we've become vessels of that, in taking that information, we become distracted to our purpose, which is to be children of the Most High, to be able to shed light, to be able to spread peace. How can you do that if your mind is not focused on that task? And once again, I'm glad that you brought up the music, because now that we talk about our mental state, know that why music is so popular, it literally soothes the minds of people who may get distracted. When you are in the gym working out, right? What do they got planned so that you can stay focused? Music. If you're somebody like me, I mean, I like to listen to podcasts when I'm working out. I cut on some music here and there, but I like to hear the conversation, man. But You get what I'm saying, though? The music gives you the mental state to stay focused. All right, let me stay focused on this task, working out in the gym. But then again, it's like, what's pouring into you? What is being said? What are the thoughts that are influencing your behavior? And then we correlate that to, all right, what is your task? Are you actually fulfilling your task? Starting off your day with prayer, starting off your day with meditation, starting off your day with righteous music can help you stay focused on your task. Can make sure that your mind is giving full attention towards being this light in this world. Because yes, there are many distractions. Music being one of the other great distractions that pretty much drag us away from our task at hand. Hey, it's no joke, bruh. The great distraction. Sheesh. The cheeks be distracting in the gym. I gotta have tunnel vision. Hey, fam. The cheeks be distracted in life, bro. Gotta have tunnel vision for real. And all right, let's get on a serious note and be able to dissect what the brother talking about, what the fam talking about right here. Where if we really look at it, man, if we know our purpose as children of the Most High out here, be fruitful and multiply, you feel me? If you know your purpose, then again, it's like, all right, stay on task. But if you don't know your purpose, if you don't have a goal, hey, the bodies of women for a man can be a distraction. You can be out here trying to get women's bodies and not stay grounded in your goals. What's the solution to that? Well, brothers, let me just say, all praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High for, creating for us, for giving us the ability to be able to bring forth life. But at the same time, we must have a mental fortitude to know when the time is right. There's a time where we can give our attention and create with a woman. But as a man, we all know that there are goals that we must complete, and a woman's body can definitely be a distraction during those times. So as a man, to be able to have a not a prudeness about you, but a controlled sexual appetite. I'm not saying it's wrong, not, you feel me? Hey, the best of the best get distracted. We could bring up Solomon and we could have that conversation all day. Because the man was out here in full-fledged purpose and full-fledged on task mode, being fruitful and multiplying. But let's really analyze what took place where he got distracted from the full purpose and task at hand that the Most High has ordained him to do. When he start combining himself with the worship of other gods. When he start just not even adhering to the Most High's word. So it's really, as men, and this goes back to the point that Truth Rises made earlier in the chat. We have to be able to pay attention and focus so that we can critically think. Because without us being these critical thinkers in this world, how are we going to come up with solutions? How are we even going to finish anything if we're easily distracted? If you're distracted, best believe that process of critical thought is not taking place. A fine woman can walk up to you. You know, we can be distracted by her looks, but not having the critical thought pattern to understand what's coming out of her mouth. Understand what it is inside of her heart and her spirit. You know? For real. Deion Gray said, true story, I said in life, fam, LOL is an everyday battle trying to resist the temptation, but that's how we receive the crown of life. Amen. Amen. Sheesh. Powerful topic. We need this talk more often, for real. Hey, y'all willing, man. Other brothers, not just myself, we'll be able to take up this platform, build our own platforms up, have these conversations where it builds us up to be able to have these long-lasting relationships, to be able to understand what it is that we're actually here to do and our purpose as men, to be able to put forth our attention to help something grow. Right now, I feel as though a bunch of men are being distracted where there's nothing growing in our communities. There's nothing that is being fruitful because from here to there to here to there, like nobody's staying on task with their purpose. And we got to own up to that. Even myself, you know, I'm not perfect, man. I get distracted. Just trying to find a routine in which, all right, I know that distractions are going to come about. It's inevitable. I know that someone's going to text me. I know that a train is going to come. But how do I stay focused on my task? And in these points and times of delays or lapse where we can't always be moving in our purpose, know that we can always have our minds towards our goals to be able to do something that progresses us, that progresses our spirit, that gives us a step higher to the totality of becoming a man that we see. So I feel like these conversations are definitely needed, because how many of us are out here living in a full-fledged image that the Most High has ordained us to be? How many of us are actually walking in our purpose as man? And when I say distractions are easy to come about, well, hold on, I gotta bring it up now. Man, I'm about to sheesh, my bad. Hey, why don't y'all be telling me, man? I be in the spirit, just be flowing. I don't even be knowing so much time be going by, but I got some scripts. I got some I got an article I want to bring up too. It's about zombie traffic lights. and this concept is gonna blow y'all mind, dude. Hey, it's gonna really give y'all a retrospective saying, okay, people are really out here zombies. They're not paying attention to what's going on. They are not thinking critically because there's so many distractions that's going around. And this can be one of the main distracting points in our daily lives, which can literally put us in danger. So let me go ahead and share this, man. And let's look at this article right swift. Fair use, man. We're using this article to be able to teach, to be able to bring forth some righteous information. And this article is from the World Economic Forum. The title of it is called Zombie Traffic Lights Are Saving the Lives of Smartphone Users. Here's how. That title is just hilarious to me. Oh my goodness. Zombie traffic lights saving the lives. Not smart users, smartphone users. Here, y'all want to know how? We about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. What a world we live in, right? What we need zombie traffic lights, because that's what we call people who walk around not being able to critically think because they have a smartphone in their hand. So here we go. Zombie traffic lights have been designed to help distracted smartphone users. I love how they say smartphone users. You might as well take out smartphone and replace it with another another adjective. Oh my goodness. All right. So listen to this. And I'm just taking the information off this website. You guys can Google it to see if it's valid or not. Hold on. It's not even. My bad, fam. My bad, fam. They got y'all on the wrong one. Here you go. All right. Chrome tab. Here we go. So here are a couple of quote unquote facts, I guess. Over 250,000 pedestrians die on the world's roads every year. Pedestrians, not people driving, people walking. 250,000. Does anybody know how many people 250,000 is? That's a lot of people that aren't like in a vehicle, that's just walking around. How? Oh, okay. The next stat is 12 to 45% of pedestrian fatalities are as a result of distraction. Let me know if y'all following along with me in the chat. I hope I ain't in here talking to myself, because we about to really be breaking something down. We about to really be breaking something down here. All praises to the Most High. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all still in here with me. If y'all hear me, man. If y'all want me to keep on going on this article, yeah, y'all gotta put a 1 in the chat or something, man. Let me know. Let me know I ain't in here just talking to myself, man. We want to be able to interact. We want to be able to connect. And shoot, I'm gonna mess around and open up the lines too if I got some activity going on in here. If somebody want to jump on with me, but I want to really be able to hit home on this. How can I say? Dangerous aspect of being distracted. So let's just take a look at this article of pedestrians. 12 to 45% of these pedestrians, so pretty much almost half of them, is a result of distraction. What's going on? Why can't they pay attention? What is preventing them from giving their full attention to their surroundings so that they don't end up as a fatality? Okay. Let's look at the next bullet point. Walking along looking at your smartphone is a particular hazard if you step off the pavement without looking. So let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. I know I ain't perfect. I know when I'm out, in the city, when I'm in the shop, when I'm walking around, you feel me? I'm I'm on Google, man. I'm trying to put something on maps. I'm trying to find something. So I'm looking down at my phone. I get it. You can be easily distracted, especially if you got a cell phone in your hand and you're walking around downtown and it's a lot of people, you feel me? You don't want to get them eye contact and stuff like that. So it's like, hey, this may occur. You may get distracted by looking at your smartphone, but walking off the pavement without looking, what really is preventing you from giving your full attention to the surrounding robust world around you? And now you have people with computers in their cars. So think about, the pedestrian is distracted, and now the drivers are distracted. Who's really paying attention? So people are pretty much running into each other. What are people focusing on? 250,000 people, pedestrians, people walking, fatal deaths because they're distracted, because they're not paying attention to their surroundings. But hey, there's a solution. Zombie traffic lights. Cities around the world are installing ground level zombie traffic lights to save pedestrian lives. So instead of increasing the attention span of people, or telling them, hey, we need to be more focused as a society, because people are just, they're walking to their death because they're not paying attention to their surroundings. Wait, I got it. Let's create zombie traffic lights. Like, why is this even a thing? So we have zombies now. We have people who walk around, have no critical thought, don't pay attention to what's going on in their surroundings, where we would need this extra implementation in society to be able to regulate pedestrians as they walk in the world and don't have a clue what's going on around. Let's get more of an idea of what's going on with these zombie traffic lights. Okay, I'm giving it the benefit of it sounds kind of good, for distracted people, but let's hear what's really going on. Have you ever accidentally stepped into the road while looking at your phone? Hmm. If I wasn't looking at the road, I guess I would do that, but there's a concern where people are that distracted, where they're just walking into the road without even looking. They're just walking off a cliff. They're so distracted. They just, hey, if it was a cliff right there, they wouldn't even know. They'd just keep on walking. Don't y'all see how dangerous that sounds? As a society, where we have a device that will distract us from our very surroundings, to be able to cipher through the environment to know what is safe for us to cross a street? Hmm. Or maybe I'm like really making a big deal about this, but for some reason, this is just baffling to me. And as a man with children, I would get pissed off. You know what? I wouldn't even get myself in a position to get pissed off because no, if you're a kid, you're not walking around with anything. You're looking up, you're looking left and right first and foremost to know your surroundings. And the world is beautiful, man. Come on, man. Look up. Like you have to be alert of your surroundings. As a man out here, we cannot be distracted about what's right in front of us. Jamante said, I saw a kid leaving a high school walk across the street with headphones in without looking. A car slammed the brakes and almost hit him, and he didn't even notice. And whose fault would it be? Like, did he say that that person who, if they weren't alert enough, didn't slam on their brakes? Would it be their fault? So, do y'all see how dangerous being distracted can be? And I'm just talking about, yeah, I'm relating it to pedestrians walking or people using their phones and being distracted. But if you're in the spirit with me right now, if y'all flowing with me right now, do y'all understand what I'm talking about when I really mean distractions and not paying attention and not being purposeful and fully focused on our goals out here? We can get derailed. So we got to keep our heads up. Man, Bluetooth music, TV, GPS in these cars nowadays. DeAndre said, true story, the phone be a way to navigate around folk if you have good hand-eye coordinating skills and peripheral vision. Sometimes I use my phone as a clock. For real. Oh, man. Yeah, people out here playing Pokemon Go for real. Hey, if you use your phone playing Pokemon Go, all right, you can look at the phone, man. You good. You completing the task or whatever. and, and that's real too. You never know who's watching you and saying, "Oh, look, he's not focused. He's not paying attention. It was a mistake. They weren't paying attention." And just being a basketball player, knowing that when you know that that opponent isn't paying attention, know that opponent is distracted of what's going on the opposite side of the court, you can make a move and get a bucket without the ball because you over here, you can get yourself set up in a place where you can get an easy layup. Family, this is not the time to be distracted as men. As children of the Most High, this is not the time to be looking left and looking right, to have interferences within our goals, to have disturbances, to be drawn away from. We really need to be out here with our heads up, peripherals, left and right, straight ahead, focused on what it is that we need to be able to complete out here. Being distracted is dangerous. Being distracted can lead to your death. Whew. Most definitely being zoned out in a world that's constantly moving, you're gonna get smacked. But let's go back to this article, man. I really want y'all to see what they out here. I don't know who's funding it, but I guess they figured that it's a need out here for some zombie lights. So the consequences can be fatal, which is why cities around the world are introducing a new type of traffic light to save the lives of pedestrians who are absorbed in browsing or messaging. That right there says they have us in a state where we are drawn away from the real world. People are fully engulfed in a I still look at these phones as being some sort of magic. Cause man, I don't know if y'all remember, but I mean I ain't that old, but I'm old enough to see the smartphone before, which was the BlackBerry, and before that the flip phone. It was like, man, you wasn't checking these every 30 seconds, you feel me? You check them, shoot, probably every 2 hours, 3 hours or something like that. It was like you weren't really that engulfed in the technology to not be paying attention to what's going on around you because it wasn't that advanced, you know? But to say right now we're in a world where we have to create a traffic light to save the lives of pedestrians because they're too absorbed in browsing or messaging. Flip phones would never cause us this much disarray and death of walking pedestrians. Like, come on now. So the new lights are embedded in the sidewalk at crossings so that even if you don't look up, you will still see a bright red line in front of you, warning that you are about to step out in front of traffic. So you're enabling people to literally walk around with their heads down. That's pretty much what this is telling me. Hey, you don't have to look up at the world around you and things that's going on in your environment. You can just look down at your phone and make sure that you see those zombie traffic lights, though. It's going to be a red line on the ground. And who's to say someone's going to walk directly to that spot right there? Like, I know how people are when they on their phone. They don't know where they walking, left and right, Shoot, even people that's looking up, they still be distracted because they just in their head and their thoughts. Like, they don't even know where to walk. And like Brother Jamonte was saying, people over here listening to music can still distracted just walking to and fro. So, we'll see how much safety these zombie traffic lights do. They say that they about to have them installed in Sydney, Australia, Seoul, South Korea, Germany, the Netherlands, Israel's capital, Singapore. And I'm supposing that these lights are going to lower that 12 to 45% of pedestrian fatalities that are caused by distractions, which is using your smartphone and the pedestrian not looking, walking out in the middle of the street. Once again, who's out here just not looking up on where they're going? So they say, watch out for the smobbies. Zombie phone users is not new. The term smombie which stands for smartphone zombie, was voted Youth Word of the Year in Germany in 2015. Yeah, I definitely haven't used that word zombie. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, who's having these conventions where they're voting words and what? I don't. Let me find out. Man, y'all see these numbers. And that's sad to see. Like you would think in a world full of people with degrees and people who are smart, and obviously if you have a smartphone, I mean, you would need the resources to be able to obtain that smartphone. And if you're using it outside, I guess you have some type of phone coverage. So it's like you work a job and you're like, a person in society who isn't living in a third world country. You should be able to have this cognition of giving attention to your environment. But I guess we live in that day and age right now where many people are distracted. Many people are hazardous bodies just walking around. And I just wanted to bring forth some type of relief saying that, hey, not everybody is out here being distracted to and fro. As y'all know, on this side of YouTube, man, we create the content to bring forth some conscious conversations on real issues. I'm not always going with the main news media portrayal, but bringing forth solutions to keep us stayed on our goals. That's my vision. I want to be able to have a platform where people can come to and say that they listen to be able to share what it is that they progressed in. People come to a platform where it isn't distracting them from their purpose, but encouraging them to fulfill their purpose. Excuse me. Within due time, all praises to the Most High. We're going to keep on growing. We're going to keep on giving our attention towards the right things to be able to bring out in full fruition our visions. Because in a world where distractions can lead to your death, as men out here, hey, we got to be watchful. We got to stay on the lookout. For real. Man, that's a whole nother conversation for another time, man. Deion Grace talking about these phones portals to digital realms. Real talk. Truth Roger said, I saw in a TikTok video, Charleston White said the smartphone is the chip. We've all been chipped. They out here renting phones, man. They out here paying for their distractions. They out here paying attention to distractions. Hey, that's crazy. When you think of it like that, if it ain't something that's helping you progress in your goal, then it's a distraction. Y'all don't mind, man. I told y'all I had some scripts. Y'all don't mind if I bring them out right now just to bring some overall full clarification and edification to the stream. We in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Don't be distracted in your mind. Don't be troubled. Don't be distracted in your spirit. Don't be out here dismayed by what people speaking about. Don't be out here looking at the news and what they reporting on take us away from what's really at hand. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Family, being distracted out here can lead to your death. Being in delusion out here can make you believe a lie, can make you live in a world that ain't even real, can have you over here not even knowing your left from your right, not even seeing danger when it's right in front of you, because you over here don't even comprehend what's going on. You're not even critically thinking that it's somebody right in front of you with a gun in your face. And you're thinking that this murderer is not here to kill, steal, and destroy. But the solution is stay focused. Stay focused on your task as children of the Most High. Keep being a light. Stay steadfast in the truth. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 12. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to God for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because God hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the Lord and the glory. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or by our epistles. Now, when the Lord Christ himself and God, even our Father, which have loved us and have given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts and establish you in every good work and word. What are you focusing on? What are you giving your attention to? To give your full attention to the Most High, what does that even mean? And as I'm over here going through this live stream and sharing with one another, my brothers, my sisters, everybody that's viewing on playback, knowing that in spirit, in my mind, my goal is to always spread the light. My goal is to always to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. All praises to the Most High for allowing me, giving me the ability to speak. And when it really comes down to it, giving me the peace, establishing my way that I can still continue to go up these stairs. I can still continue to get one step closer. Family, it's really easy to be distracted on your way up, especially with all that's going on in the world right now. Especially as men, it's really easy to be taken off our course of action, given what's going on in the world, what's populating our mindset, what's being shown on these TV screens, what's being advertised out here to the youth. It's easy to be distracted. And as we were able to see, these distractions in some cases can be deadly. All I'm saying is, brothers, sisters, family, keep your head up. Stay focused. Acknowledge what you're really giving your attention to, especially when you wake up in the morning. Are you using the things that surround you to progress your goal, or are they just distracting you? Distracting you from having peace. Distracting you from having comfort. Distracting you from even giving all the glory and saying thanks to the Most High for providing. You know how many people just probably sit down and watch YouTube videos and don't even use their vessel to give thanks? It distracts them from actually praising the Most High. But no, I'm thankful, man. Without the Most High being in my life, to be able to share my experience with my brothers and sisters, man, it's been a long time coming. Y'all can see behind me on the screen a couple of solutions to make sure that my mind is guarded, to make sure that I keep on progressing mentally. I know those trains are going to come. I know there's going to be interferences here and there. I know those thoughts are going to come inside my head and say, you can't do that. But to be able to come up with solutions and say, I'm going to stay focused on the task at hand. That should always be the goal. Now, the real question is, what task are you focused on? put the link in the chat, man. I know it's late. But any brothers, any sisters want to hop on the panel, be able to, share some thoughts on this topic. It's all love. We'll break some bread. But other than that, fam, I felt like, the Most High definitely got me through with that one, man. So I'm thankful I could be out here doing what I love to do. And just let y'all know I'm feeling kind of elevated right now. If anybody wants to hop in the chat, go ahead. The link
I'm so
is up.
elevated, stay connected. Father Almighty, I'm sent from heaven. Thoughts provoking, we are rising leaven. I pray unto thee, give unto me my daily wheat. I send up my praise, exalted sacrifice. My Lord is hot and vile, he already paid the price. Yeshua bring the light, worship and tribally bite. Shadow and band they didn't want to see. Out of mind, out of sight, we shine kinda bright, a star in the night. Directions in the firmament. Fatherly commandment, roses growing from the concrete cement. So hear my repent, shining I ascend. The heavenly trend. Unwavering in the faith, we are open above the horizon. Why they be asking, Xing out the access. Separation leads to elevation. Removing yourself from Satan's temptation. Sensation complacent, the top I'm adjacent. This walk I'm so patient. I'm heavenly waiting through the tribulation. We find a way out, consciously creating the vibe stimulating. The way penetrating through prayers and supplication. Yeah. I'm so elevated, stay connected. Father Almighty, I'm sent from heaven. Thoughts provoking, we are rising leaven. I pray unto thee, give unto me my daily wheat.
Yeah, no. If you out here connected, if you out here moving righteously, hey, them distractions
I'm so elevated, stay connected.
Ain't gonna have
Father
you out
Almighty,
here.
I'm sent from heaven. Thoughts provoking, we are rising leaven. I pray unto thee, give unto me the ability, the eyes to see, the ears to hear, the mouth to speak, the heart to praise, the spirit to be, not conform to society, extra than ordinary, faith in the fabrics, dreaming reality, designs displaying divinely artistry.
Faith's all I need. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, feel me.
Show me the way.
How you gonna ask the Most High to show you the way, but you ain't even paying attention? How you gonna ask the Most High to elevate you, but you ain't even doing the necessary tasks that it is to move forward? You over here getting distracted. We stay our minds full compliant with our goals.
Lord, I thank you for your law, statutes, and commandments. I wake up every day sending forth my praises and power and progress. I'm just here to report. We can test. Prayers keep me always blessed. Find your team, achieve your dream.
Find your team,
In these
achieve your
heavenly
dream.
scenes,
Gotta help
it's
you
life
stay
really
focused
what
too.
it seems.
Find your
Proceed
team.
to creating resources operating. Y'all bring unto me.
Y'all bring
Grant
unto
me
me.
opportunity. Graces from the anointing. Picture and divinely artistry.
Divinely
Thankful
artistry.
that I can see
Thankful that I can see peace.
my new faith fleece. My Lord shepherds of the sheep. Give directions faithfully. Show me the way.
Show
What
me
I can be. Yeah. Lord, show me.
Show me the way.
Show me the way. Show me the way.
Yeah.
Show me the way. Show me
What?
the way. Okay.
Don't let your own thoughts distract you. Don't let the outside world interfere with what goals you have.
Show me, Lord, show me, show me,
Keep asking the Most High to show you the way.
Show me the way,
Show
give me the key, open the door. What is in store? Faith is desire, faith is desire, faith on tour. The spirit I pour,
The spirit I pour,
then I shall soar.
then I shall soar.
Keep
Up
my
the
head
sky,
high.
keep my head high.
I'll be alright.
I'll be alright.
I never stop.
I never stop.
I'll be the light.
I'll be the light.
I'm at the top.
I never stop.
I'll be the sight when this was the night.
It was a night.
I shine so bright. No
Right.
fear in my eyes.
Fear in my eyes.
Coming alive.
Coming alive.
In the sky. Soaring faith. Must see signs. Where the truth lies.
Nope.
Show me
Yeah. What I could be. Yeah.
Got my head high.
Show me the way. Show me the way.
It happens, family. It happens. But you gotta stay focused.
Hey. Show me. I'll be alright. I never stop. I'll be the light. I'm at the top. I'll get sight. It's the night. It's the night. My eyes. Coming alive. In the sky.
Hey, them blessings in the sky, it's different, but you gotta be focused. You gotta be looking. You gotta be able to see them. You gotta be able to check it out to receive it. You feel me? And brothers, sisters, we gotta make sure every day we ciphering through whatever it is that's coming to our minds, whatever it is that's coming through our eyes, whatever it is that's coming through our ears, to be able to identify, is this distracting me from my purpose? Will this help me progress in my task at hand? Pray to the Most High earnestly to have him show you the way. Hey, you better be at full attention when he grab you by the hand, because being distracted can lead to your demise. Stay prayed up. Stay aware. Keep moving in grace, family. Gadol Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High. Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Until next time, family, y'all already know we create content over here to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that share, man. Hey, y'all can see the channel been growing. We almost at 300. If y'all can do something to be able to help this platform grow, I appreciate y'all. Share the video. Go ahead and tell brothers and sisters that we have righteous conversations over here. Let them know. Let's build a space over here where we can come together and actually stay focused at our task at hand. But let me know as well if this is something that, you know, people want to see. By helping me grow, it helps the conversations get out there. It helps us truly dissipate these distractions and start moving towards our purpose. Love everybody who be tuning in, who supports the craft. Y'all already know we got the website busting, www.desirefaith.com. So if y'all haven't already, that is the way that y'all can support the channel as well. Just go check it out. Go share the link. Go check out some of the artwork. A couple of brothers and myself, we've been building in the back scene, so we just trying to make sure that it's not just content that we're producing. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a little bit more content being pushed out on the creation side. So I just want to make sure that the people who support me are continually inspired by the content that we create. And I'm thankful. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High for allowing me the ability to be able to show y'all, to be able to give back, to be able to use my platform and such. We're going to keep on growing, especially with people like y'all, man. I thank y'all. And until next time, peace.
I'm so inspired, the thoughts that inquire, the blessings I've acquired. I'm so inspired, the blessings I've acquired, thoughts that inquire.
Yeah.
Got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting harsh desires. Faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.